All right, let's talk about something we all think we know, our core. We're kind of obsessed with the six-pack, right? But the real story of your core is so much more interesting. It actually connects everything from your heart all the way down to the very air you breathe.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. What single thing in your body creates a direct physical link between your heart, your lungs, and those muscles we call the abs? I'll bet the answer isn't what you're thinking.
The answer? It's this incredible muscle, the diaphragm. It's this big, dome-shaped muscle that sits right underneath your lungs, and its main gig is to be the engine for your breathing. It contracts and relaxes thousands of times a day, and most of the time, you don't even notice it.
And its location is absolutely key. See, the diaphragm isn't just floating around in there, no way. It's physically hooked up to the heart above it and to the lungs on its sides. We're not talking about a distant relationship here. They are literally connected.
A really great way to picture how it works is to think of it like a powerful piston. When the diaphragm contracts, it moves down, and that creates a vacuum that just pulls air right into your lungs. Then, when it relaxes, it moves up, pushing the air out. It's such a simple but brilliant piece of natural engineering.
But here's where it gets really interesting. That constant up and down piston movement isn't just for breathing. Every single time the diaphragm pushes down, it increases the pressure inside your abdomen. And that is the crucial point. This simple act of breathing is directly tied to the entire pressure system in your torso.
Which, leads to the next logical question. If your diaphragm is always creating all this internal pressure, what stops everything from bulging out? What system do we have to manage all that force?
And that is where your abdominal muscles come in. Seriously, for a minute, forget about how they look and think of them as your body's own built-in natural corset. Their number one job is to contain and manage all that internal pressure being created by your diaphragm.
By managing that pressure, your abs do three critical things for you. First, they stabilize your entire trunk, which gives you a solid foundation for pretty much every move you make. Second, they support those movements, whether you're lifting something heavy or just getting out of a chair. And third, and this is huge, they protect your vital internal organs.
Now this brings us to a really common mistake we all make. We talk about the abs as if it's just one big sheet of muscle. But in reality, this natural corset is a way more complex and sophisticated system than you might think.
It's actually a system made up of 4 distinct major muscles, 4 layers, all working together to give you stability, support, and protection.
And for your core to be truly strong and functional, these 4 muscles can't just do their own thing. They absolutely have to work as a coordinated team. The real strength of the whole system comes from them all working together seamlessly.
So who's on this team? Well, let's start with the most famous player, the one that gets all the attention, the rectus abdominis. This is the muscle that runs straight down the front of your stomach. And yep, it's the one we all know as the six-pack.
But as we've just figured out, that six-pack is really just the most visible part of a much deeper, more intricate system. It's just one of 4 key players on a team that starts with your very breath. Which leaves us with a final question. If the rectus abdominis is just player number 1, who are the other 3, and what vital jobs do they have?